One of the launch titles for the Xbox 360, Condemned Criminal Origins was released in 2005 and later on PC. You play as Ethan Thomas, a member of the Serial Crimes Unit. The SCU are a branch of the FBI dedicated to solving cases involving serial killers. While you're investigating a murder, Ethan is ambushed and framed for the murder of 2 police officers. To clear your name, Ethan has to track down the killer. This person is labelled as Serial Killer X, a murderer that kills serial killers using their own methods against them. Throughout the game, you stay in contact with Rosa, who's an agent that retains her trust for you and helps process evidence and data that you send to her. As a horror game, Condemned does very well to create a sense of tension throughout its visuals, audio and gameplay. Throughout most of the game, you'll be using handheld weapons found in the environment. These can be objects such as lead pipes, fire axes or wooden planks. Each weapon has its own attributes in terms of speed, block, range and damage. There are guns in the game such as shotguns and pistols, but they're much harder to find and ammunition is very limited, which helps the tension of the game. You also have a taser which can help you out in sticky situations. If you knock an enemy into a dazed state, you'll be given the option to perform a finishing move on them, such as snapping their neck or headbutting them. While performing these actions doesn't benefit you in the game, they do add a gritty aspect and helps immersion. The enemy design in Condemned is its key feature in scaring gamers. Not only do enemies look crazy in their animations and physical look, but they can act in different ways. Some will flat out attack you, while others hide in the shadows waiting to pounce. Often you'll be walking through a building and you'll hear an enemy shouting near you, but you're not going to know where they're going to attack from. Often they'll go hide after you've traded a few blows to each other. Another example of this is the abandoned shopping mall level. Enemies will dress up and pose as mannequins and attack you when you least expect it. Mostly all of the environments you traverse are dark, dimly lit and filled with details to give them a cluttered and disgusting look which fits the nature of the game. For added horror, the game subjects you to a few well-crafted jump scares and hallucinogenic segments. All this bundled with a creepy ambient soundtrack makes for a very unsettling experience. Using your forensic tools are a big part of the game. These are usually used at murder scenes to pick up unusual substances or fingerprints. They also help you traverse levels as well, such as following blood trails. Unfortunately, there isn't much freedom with these mechanics as you're always told which tool to use, but the forensic tools are fun to use for the most part. Overall, Condemned is a great title for fans of horror games. While the plot may not be great, the gameplay and visuals will keep you on edge throughout. Check into part 2 where we'll look at Condemned 2.